Have you ever imagined lying down in bed and feeling for the first time in a long while that everything is okay? No worries, no nagging feeling of restlessness that keeps you from truly relaxing. Just the silence of the night, the comfort of your body, and the peace of mind you truly deserve. It might seem like a distant dream, doesn't it? Many of us have experienced those endless nights, tossing and turning in bed, trying to push away troubling thoughts and anxieties, unsure of how to find that deep, restful sleep we crave. If you've felt this way, know that you're not alone. The good news is that there's a simple yet incredibly powerful way to shift this reality. Meditation, often seen as something complex or difficult to fit into our busy routines, can actually be the key to unlocking the deep and rejuvenating sleep you've been longing for. But more than that, it holds the power to completely transform the way you view yourself. Instead of waiting to be perfect before you allow yourself to love who you are, meditation encourages you to accept yourself just as you are, right now in this moment, with all your imperfections. It teaches us how to practice self-love and self-acceptance, creating a solid foundation of emotional security. Because at the end of the day, you are already worthy of all the well-being and peace you desire, exactly as you are in this very moment. Now you might be thinking, that sounds wonderful, but how do I begin? The answer is simpler than you might think. The practice of meditation doesn't require major lifestyle changes or special equipment. All you need is a moment of pause and the willingness to connect with yourself. And the best part? You don't have to wait for days or weeks to start seeing results. The transformation begins the moment you decide to breathe more mindfully and give yourself permission to be at peace with who you are. In this guide, we'll explore how small yet powerful meditation practices can help you release stress, calm your mind, and finally relax your body in such a profound way that your sleep will be transformed. But it doesn't stop there. Through this practice, you'll also begin cultivating self-love, learning how to accept yourself, and trusting in your ability to live a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Are you ready to take this step? Take a deep breath, let go of the tensions of your day, and join me on this journey. Let's get started. Have you ever had one of those moments where your mind feels like a browser with 50 tabs open? Mindfulness is the close all button you didn't even know you needed. Meditation invites us to embrace the present moment without the pressure to be perfect or to have all the answers. It's like saying to yourself, hey, it's okay not to know everything or be everything all the time. In this present moment, you are already worthy of love and acceptance, just as you are. No adjustments, no filters. Imagine sitting comfortably, closing your eyes, and simply existing. No judgment, no pressure. Sounds simple, but how many times have you actually done this? Meditation teaches us that accepting ourselves in the present moment is a powerful act of self-love. Even when thoughts insist on bringing up that embarrassing moment from 2012, mindfulness says, okay, but can we focus on now? And little by little, acceptance becomes a habit. What's even more amazing? This practice doesn't require you to become a Himalayan monk. You can start with just 5 minutes a day. Set an alarm, sit comfortably, and silently repeat to yourself, "I accept myself as I am." Over time, you'll realize that this small act starts to take root, creating deep emotional security and well-being. After all, cultivating self-love and well-being begins with simple moments of mindfulness. And the best part? This is just the beginning. Have you noticed how, when we're anxious, our breath seems to be running a marathon? And when we're calm, it flows as gently as a breeze. That's because our breath is a powerful reflection of our inner state, but it can also be the anchor that keeps us grounded in the present. In meditation, focusing on the breath is like holding the hand of a trustworthy friend in the middle of chaos. Even when your mind wanders off, like thinking about what to have for dinner tomorrow, you can always return to your point of calm, the air coming in and out of your body. Let's try it right now. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, count to 4, and exhale gently through your mouth. Repeat a few times. Can you feel your body relaxing a little? This is the power of mindfulness through breath. Even when your mind decides to take a detour into the what-ifs of life, the advice is simple: don't judge yourself, just return. It's like pressing the recalculate route button on your mental GPS. After all, each breath is a new opportunity to restart, reconnect, and practice self-love. Want to incorporate this into your daily routine? How about using those few minutes before bed? Lie down, breathe deeply, and with every exhalation, imagine you're letting go of your worries. Breathe in self-love, breathe out anxiety. Over time, your breath will become a constant reminder that even on the tough days, well-being is only a breath away. And believe me, your inner light will start to shine brighter and brighter as you take this simple yet powerful step. Self-love isn't just about posting a beautiful photo with the caption, "I love myself," although that works too. It's about looking at yourself with all your flaws, quirks, and bad days and still saying, "I accept myself." In meditation, we learn to embrace even those parts of ourselves we'd rather hide. After all, it's easy to love what we like about ourselves, but true strength comes from embracing the whole. It's like a puzzle, every piece matters, even the ones that are a little crooked. Have you ever caught yourself criticizing your loud laugh or the habit of forgetting your keys? Imagine saying, "It's okay, this is me too." Meditating is like having an honest conversation with your reflection, but without the pressure. Every breath is a reminder that self-love doesn't depend on reaching an unattainable standard. It's about understanding that the whole package, the good, the quirky, and the complicated, deserves care and acceptance. And yes, even those random thoughts at 3 a.m. Want a simple exercise? Before bed, mentally list 3 things you appreciate about yourself. Could be as simple as "I was kind today," or "I love how funny I am when telling stories." Over time, this habit will create a sense of emotional security and well-being that doesn't depend on likes or external validation. Because at the end of the day, loving yourself in all your facets is the true superpower. And trust me, you already possess it. There's a voice inside you, and no, I'm not talking about the one that reminds you to pay your bills. It's a loving, compassionate presence, always ready to welcome you and offer comfort, even when the outside world feels like too much. Meditation helps us tune into this inner self, that quiet space that knows your pain but also your strength. It's like finding an inner shelter where self-love blossoms and emotional security strengthens, no matter what happens outside. Think of that tight hug that says it's okay, I'm here. Now imagine that you can give yourself that hug every day. Connecting with your inner self is exactly that, a constant reminder that you already have everything you need inside you. Even when doubts arise, and they will, meditation guides you back to this safe space. It's like returning home after a long day, knowing that there you will always be accepted. Want to cultivate this connection? Try this simple exercise before bed. Close your eyes and silently ask yourself, how am I feeling today? Listen without judgment. It may seem small, but this internal dialogue strengthens self-love and well-being. Over time, this inner voice will become your greatest ally, reminding you daily of your inner light. Because in the end, true comfort comes from within. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a soft light inside your chest. It could be golden, blue, purple. Choose the color that most calms you. This light, no matter how small it seems right now, is your essence, your self-love, your strength, your well-being. Meditation invites us to visualize this light growing, illuminating every part of us, even the parts we tend to hide. It's like lighting a candle in a dark room. Suddenly, everything feels more welcoming and less scary. You don't have to be a Zen master to do this. Lying in bed, take a deep breath and imagine this light expanding with each breath. It warms, comforts, and reminds you you are enough just as you are. Even when insecurities pop up, and they always do, this inner light is always there, constant. It's like having an internal lighthouse, guiding you back to the path of self-acceptance and emotional security, even on the stormiest nights. Try. Before bed, visualize this light growing inside you, and with each exhalation spreading throughout your whole body. Feel it as an invisible hug, dissolving tension and worries. Over time, this simple practice will transform your sleep and your day. Because when you learn to see yourself through this loving light, self-love becomes no longer a distant concept, but a part of who you are. And trust me, your inner light is stronger than you think. Freedom may sound like something grand and difficult, but in practice, it starts with one simple act: trusting yourself. When we practice meditation, we learn to let go of judgments and doubts, those thoughts that tell us we're not good enough or don't deserve rest. Confidence grows exactly when we stop constantly criticizing ourselves. After all, emotional security comes when we allow ourselves to be imperfect and still believe that we are enough. Imagine for a moment releasing a heavy backpack. That feeling of relief, of freedom. Meditation does exactly that. It helps us lighten the weight of expectations and teaches us to trust in our ability to navigate through difficulties. Even when doubts arise, the practice reminds us that we can trust our own strength and, most importantly, our self-love. Because when we accept ourselves, confidence comes naturally. How about putting this into practice right now? Before bed, as you practice deep breathing, Add a simple affirmation: I trust myself and my ability to be happy. It may be something short but powerful. At first, it may feel awkward, but over time, this trust will become your ally, and you'll realize that true freedom comes from trusting yourself without needing external validation. After all, when you believe in your own worth, everything becomes easier, even deep, restorative rest. Now that you've explored powerful meditation practices to cultivate self-love and enjoy deep sleep, the question remains: what will you do with all of this? It's not just about adopting a few techniques to help you relax at night, but about a true process of inner transformation. Meditation, mindfulness, conscious breathing, all these tools have the potential to create a silent revolution in your life. The key is in applying what you've learned consistently and without rushing. It's easy to fall into the trap of wanting immediate results, but the truth is that this journey is ongoing. Each conscious breath you take, each thought you welcome with compassion, and each moment of acceptance of who you are is creating deeper roots in your emotional well-being. Ask yourself, how can you integrate these practices into your daily life in a simple, gentle way? What can you do today, in this very moment, to begin nurturing even more of your self-love and building a stronger connection with your inner self? Imagine the results over time if you commit to small actions every day. Every moment of mindfulness, every exercise of visualizing your inner light will become a solid foundation of trust and emotional security. Slowly but surely, you'll realize that you no longer need to search outside of yourself for what's already within you. Deep rest, peace of mind, and unconditional acceptance will become part of who you are, not as something temporary but as a new way of life. So, if you're ready to move forward to explore this journey of self-discovery more deeply, don't stop here. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and continue learning how to apply meditation and self-love in a practical and transformative way. With every step you take, you'll get closer to the most authentic, peaceful, and loving version of yourself. Because deep down, true peace comes from within. Are you ready to trust yourself more and let your inner light shine brighter than ever? Let's continue this journey together. Remember, you're already amazing just as you are, and the world needs your light.